All right, bonus dias, fellas. Not really gonna do an update on the LTD this week because it's not in the garage. I just pulled it over around to put under the carport in the attached garage, the garage attached on the house. I put it over there so I could work on something here I just got today, and I'll tell you about that. So I was going to show you the stuff that I have bought or picked up and the stuff that Vincent has got for the Capri. Now over in the attached garage, he's got a box of BBK 1 3/4 long tubes. I'm not going to show you those because they're still in the box. We haven't even opened them yet. But this is for the Capri, or was. We might be changing something. It's an AccuFab 80mm race throttle body. That just means it's got a bigger inlet right here. It's 4 inches across. So got that off a corral. Some guy was selling it, didn't want it, so we picked it up. This was the this was the throttle body spacer that was on it. I'm pretty sure AccuFab did not make that one. So that is going over here, my metal recycling. And this is not a tube of KY. This is an epoxy that a guy named Don, he's on the Corral, Little Red 86. But he recommended this for filling the EGR ports on heads and intakes. I don't know if you're necessarily going to fill. I was thinking of packing some screen or steel wool in there from over on that side too, and then put some of this on either end of it. But it's just an epoxy putty you put in there, and it says it's good for up to 2350 degrees. So we'll give it a try, see how it works out. These are a set of GT40 3 bars that Michael gave me for doing the port work on his twisted wedges. He's also got a set of Motorsport, I think they're Y302 heads he wants me to do, so I picked up these heads in exchange for the port work on those two. And last thing, this is what I got for the LTD. It is ridiculous. This is a 117mm mass air meter. It is enormous. I saw it on eBay probably 2 years ago. It was brand new, it's never been used, and the guy wanted like 400 bucks for it. They're over 400 new, and this, like he said, brand new, never used it. And I was like, man, that's a lot of money, but that'd be sweet just to have that thing, just because it's too big, you know. The guys on the internet, oh, you can't use that, it's too big, you don't need that, it's too big, this is too big for a 302, blah blah blah, all you need is a 70mm, blah blah blah. So I kept on watching it, and like I said, it had been over 2 years, and I saw it about 2 weeks ago, and it was $175, and it had taking offers. So I was like, man, I don't need that, but it is so stupid, I gotta have it. So I offered him 160 bucks and he took it. I was like, damn, I didn't think he would, but he did. So it's been, you know, it's probably been in a box or whatever, and got that is a little crunched up, but that just gives it a little more character. But as you can see, that is quite large. This is 5 inches from here to here, or roughly 117mm. So I have to get it recaled because it's calibrated for 83 or no 95. I think that's what that one is. 95 pound injectors. So I put it on the Capri, or the LTD. The plan was initially when I first saw it, I was going to use it on I was going to pick it up for Mustang, because that, you know, that the plan for the 347 was going to go into my 88 GT, but when I gave Brandon the 88 GT, so now the 347 is going to go in Mustang. So, and have the TFSR box upper intake, you know, TFSR lower that it's already on the engine. And then so if I keep Mustang EFI. This will probably go on there down the road, and then I can put the 92 millimeter that is on the LTD LX now, just put that back on there. But if I go ahead and do the carbureted deal on Mustang, this can stay on the LTD. And the 36 pound 92 millimeter I can put on the red car, put the with the 36 pound injectors, and then I can have the other 92 millimeter 30 pound that's on the red car now. I can move that over to the Duganwagen. And like I said, these are the heads I got. And Michael, I was surprised, he left those big money spark plugs in there. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'm not going to use them. I might see if Vincent wants to put them in his Mustang, but they look decent shape. It's got one stud that's stuck. I've been soaking it with Marble Mystery Oil, some other kind of break-free stuff, and I was going to weld it on here, and that's when my welder shit the bed the other night. Or excuse me, shat the bed. Forgot this family channel. And the last thing, this is what I went over to pick up in Pensacola today. Went over and picked up rod, and this I got from Amir, and it is mint. I mean, it's an 86 GT engine. I mean, it's all original. Everything's on it. All the fuel lines, they cut down here, so I got that end on it. And got the distributor. I don't think these are original spark plug wires. Got the oil pressure switch on there. I was going to break it down tonight. The pulley, the air pump is going into metal recycling. The water pump is going into metal recycling. Motor mounts going into metal recycling. The headers, I don't know if anybody even wants them, like for street rods or something. Even got the air pipe on there. That's going into metal recycling. The ground wire here, looks like a mouse was into that. You know, the reason why mice will eat the wiring is they use a soy in the coating for the wires, and that's really tasty to mice, so that's why they chew on it. And it's even got that bracket for the upper to lower. Got the hooks on it. All that stuff's going into metal recycling. There's a guy in our neighborhood that call him a scrapper. He picks up all this stuff from people. There's a place in town where you can take the metal to, but I don't have a pickup, you know, and he's got a pickup. I just call him up and he comes over and gets the stuff, and he makes money for it, and I get the stuff out of my way, and I don't have to deal with the headache of going down there. So the valve covers I'm keeping, intake and the heads going into the scrap pile. So you ought to be happy about that. And the harmonic balancer is going in the scrap pile. The short block, I was thinking about that. I might just keep it and put the twisted wedges that I've got for the Capri on the Capri, so I can have Vincent will have the Capri with the stock 86 short block, stock cam, and twisted wedge heads, so the engine will be basically identical to what I have in the Trooper car now, just a different intake. So that, I think that would be good for him and I to go up there and race, be competitive against each other. I mean, his going to be a little heavier, and it's got a 430 gear in it right now. We'll upgrade that to a 456 sometime down the road. But I think it'll be good for him to get some passes under his belt before we put that 331 in it and run that. So I think it'll be good. So anyway, that's about it. Like I said, the LTD's gone. It used to sit right here. The red car's out here now. I'm going to put a power window motor on this side. And that piece of shit right there, I spent 2 nights this week messing with the rear end because it was it would go forward, but it wouldn't go very fast, and then it wouldn't go in reverse at all. Looked online, the best I could find was that the differential is toast. I looked for, they said sometimes if they're low they'll do that, but I looked and I could not find a place to fill it up. It's got a plastic differential housing. It's a hydrostatic drive, which I do not like. You got to push the throttle, or the throttle's going to be cracked to max, but the faster you want to go, then the more you got to push on that lever, and I hate that. I'd rather just put it in a certain gear and go. So that's probably going to go to the scrapper guy too, and be gone. I must pick up something different. So that's kind of a wrap. We got a storm coming in. I just felt that nice cool breeze out of the north, so that means the storm's coming. So I got to get this off the phone and onto the YouTube so you guys can check it out and be bored for, good Lord, 11 minutes. Sorry, fellas. There's a lot of stuff to cover. Anyway, that's all. Appreciate y'all, and we will check with you next time. Later.